What's up, guys? I have a bit of a fun story to tell you today. As the title says, it is about my transition from being a casual player to becoming a competitive player. And I believe as of like last Saturday, I fully transitioned and then I came full circle back to a casual again. And there's an interesting story behind that. So basically, shortly how I got started, I was on vacation in Australia with my family one day, and they had Smash 64. I was only 10 years old, and I played Smash for the first time, and I was like, wow, this game's awesome. I picked Mario, and I was spamming down B, and I was like, oh, down air to down B like is a many multi-hit combo, and I was like, okay, that's cool. I didn't call it down air back then. I was just down A, you know. But anyway, after that vacation, we went home. Soon after that, my brother and I got an N64. We got a few games for N64, but I was like, oh, we gotta get Smash. So we got Smash. We played, a lot. We played a lot of free-for-alls, played with all the items. Eventually, at some point, I started turning items off. I just intuitively knew, let's play with items off, it's more fair. And then eventually Melee came out. Me and my brother would play a lot. And I was a lot more dedicated, to playing the game a lot than he was. I'm not sure why, but I just had that fire to keep playing. So I played all the modes, break the targets, home run contests, try to break my own records. And I would look online and see, what are the records for these modes, and I would try to break them. And I realized, oh, some of these guys are really hardcore, and I could never break some of those records. So then I looked into, I found Smash boards, and I found tournaments. And I think from then on, my first tournament was in 2004, and I got hooked from there. My first tournament win was in 2005. It was a Modesto local, and what's interesting is that I have always been the strongest Melee player in Modesto, and I don't think there was ever a time where that wasn't the case. I think Homemade Waffles got really close, and then he moved out, and then he got better than me. but I was always the strongest in town. And I think to this day, for the past, I don't know how many years, I was always the strongest Melee player in Modesto. I think that's pretty cool. But anyway, I think being the strongest in, my most local area was kind of the driving force for me to always want to travel. I would always go to Stockton because there were always better players in Stockton. There were always better players in Sacramento and Fresno, and I would always travel, and I would want to meet, and I ended up meeting all these people, in the Bay Area, too, the strongest in the Bay Area. I would meet all these people, and I would be like, man, I need to make it. And I was super competitive. I ended up moving to San Francisco for school and playing out there. That's why I finally got ranked. And then I moved back to Modesto. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? Build a local scene. I've talked about that in some of my other videos. And then finally, from 2013, when EVO and the documentary in EVO for the first time came out, and then up to 2016, for that span of 3-ish years, I was really intensely dedicated to being good at Smash. I was like, this is a huge part of my life, and I've put in all this time into getting good at it. I want to keep getting good. And very importantly, I should add that I mained Ice Climbers. Okay, so this is a character I picked up because I thought they were cool and fun. But eventually, over time, they became known as this sort of lame, play-to-win character, make the game boring for the other player, make the game super scary and risky for the other player, where it's so easy for you, it's low execution, easy to play, stuff like that. And that was sort of the rhetoric behind Ice Climbers, and it still is to this day. And I always thought they were a cool character, and I wanted to invent a lot of things for that character. They're so complex, and they're so underexplored even now, I think. And that was my idea behind the character, and that's, I guess, what I wanted to prove. And so I had a little bit of a motivation there. So, EVO 2013, I did okay. EVO 2015, I did pretty poorly. And after that year, I almost quit the game. But you can never quit Smash, cold turkey. It just, especially after a salty tournament loss like that, it wasn't over for me. So, EVO 2016, I was like, okay, I knew at that point that, I'm already in my, the second half of my 20s. I have other priorities to balance. I have life, family. I have a art career that I want to pursue. I was in a relationship. And I had obligations to, I had a church group that I was a part of that I would, go almost every other weekend. It's almost as like I would go to the church group one weekend and then a Smash tournament the next weekend, and I would go back and forth. And I couldn't really dedicate fully to one thing because I was doing both all the time. And so 2016, EVO 2016 was probably my best tournament. Because 4 months before that tournament, I stopped doing other things. I would only play Smash. I went to like 3 or 4 tournaments a week. You know, we had locals, and then we had the San Francisco Foundry. And I would just travel as much as I could. You know, sometimes they had tournaments in Sacramento and Fresno, and I would just go to everything. And I would win as much as I could, and I would learn as much as I could. I would play and study videos as much as I could. And I trained for matchups, especially the Marth matchup. I had Shroomed in my pool, and I know, oh, he's going to play Marth. So I prepared for Shroomed. They switched him out of my pool, and they gave me Zane. And I know Zane is a top player now, but back then, you know, I beat him. But I guess in that time, it wasn't much of an upset, I think. Because, you know, they knew he was good, but he was still on the come-up. He hadn't been playing for very long. So it was basically me, a veteran on his way out of the game, beating a kid who had barely just started playing and was on the come-up. And for me to win was very interesting, because after that, Zane skyrocketed and I fell off. Literally, it was my choice to stop playing competitively. I was like, you know, that was probably the strongest win I'd ever gotten. But it was a meaningful one because that was symbolic of me on my way out. You know, Zane's on his way up. And now Zane's beating everyone. He just beat the #1 player in the world, Hungrybox. But, you know, this is about me, not Zane. A lot of you are still on Zane's story. You want to be like Zane. You want to be, still make your way up there to the top of the ladder. For me, and I can talk about what happened last weekend. For the past 2 years, is it 3 years? It's 2018, right? Is it 2019 already? It's 2018, okay. My brain is just, where am I right now? Anyway, for the past 2 years, I decided, you know, I still want to go to tournaments. I want to support the scene. And I really enjoy helping other people get better. I enjoy helping other people get past themselves. I enjoy positivity, and I enjoy improvement. And I enjoy when people get past their own mentality obstacles and plateaus. And I enjoy reducing toxicity in the scene. And I enjoy helping TOs succeed. It's like I'm a daddy of the scene, you know? I'm just a figurehead now. And a figurehead doesn't really mean anything, you know? I'm not a competitor. I'm not a TO. I guess I use my my presence in the scene to help other people. And that's all I like doing now. And when I do enter tournaments, which I do for fun, playing Ice Climbers is just... I'm trying to go back to wanting to play to win. And I have this trend lately. When I enter tournaments, you know, now I play Captain Falcon, which is symbolic because I'm wearing this shirt right now. Yes! Captain Falcon t-shirt. This is actually what I was wearing at EVO 2016 too, which I also find pretty meaningful. And now I only play Captain Falcon when I play Falcon on net play, in friendlies, in net play sets, in tournament. I just want to play Captain Falcon. But I have this trend where I switch off of Captain Falcon and I try to be competitive again. I pick Ice Climbers because I want to win the set, and it has done well for me a lot of times. But I guess I've been waiting for that moment where someone who's on the come up, you know, beats my Ices again. Beats my Ices. And it happened twice in the past couple tournaments. Xander beat my Ices, and now Jason beat my Ices. But when Jason won, this is something very interesting to me. What happened during that set is I was furious at myself. You know, I am very vocal about I only play Captain Falcon on that play. That's the only character I play online. It's the only character I practice with. It's the only character I find fun and enjoyable. Well, the character I find most fun and enjoyable. And when I copped out to Ices, as soon as I went to character select and I picked Ice Climbers, I was furious at myself. I was playing, not only was I playing badly and impatiently because I just wanted to go in and fight like I would with Falcon, but I was so mad during that game. I was like, man, why would I do this? Why would I pick this character? And now I'm losing. Look at this. I was so mad. And why would I want to play a game and I'm just angry and I'm not having fun? And I think after that set, after I lost the set, I realized I just want to have fun with the game. And it's been that way for a long time, but now it fully manifested itself in a tournament set. And after Jason won, I was like, you know, I'm so happy you won. I main Captain Falcon now. I want to main Falcon. And I think that was sort of the nail in the coffin for me as a competitor because I realized, you know, I just want to play the game for fun. Now I can just fully enjoy myself. And I think that is when a competitor becomes a casual again. Now, obviously, I have the skills of an experience of a competitor. I can still be a competitor if I wanted to, but I'm not. Like, in my heart, I just want to play for fun. And, yeah, that's pretty much the story. I think, obviously, Ultimate's coming out, and I want to do well, and I want to, you know, obviously show my skills. I have a lot of strong fundamentals I could use from my past career, but Smash Ultimate comes out, I just want to chill and have fun, and I want to play cool, sick characters, and I want to do cool things, and I want to have fun. I want to have fun and help people, and I want to help other people get good. So that's the story. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I know a lot of you are still in that competitor phase, but maybe some of you one day will reach where I'm at, and you don't want to be a competitor, but you still want to be part of the scene. You know, don't just leave. You know, don't just be salty after a loss and be like, I quit. You know, I hope you can develop a positive, community-oriented mentality where you just want to help people and have fun with the game. Because for me, it was a lifestyle before, and it was a goal, but now it's become just a game again. Smash, just a game for me, and I just want to have fun with it. All right, I love you guys. Thank you all for listening. God bless you all, and I hope you enjoy my my video, and I hope you watch the next one. All right, peace out.